Good afternoon, soccer fans, and welcome to our field for tonight's match between the Charleston Academy and FC Tulsa. Keep up with tonight's show through FCTulsa.com for final match information, rosters, lineups, and more. Our lineup for tonight's program contains the right rush, lights, and loud noises. Tonight's program may potentially trigger seizures from the overall season backwards. Please see FC Tulsa staff for more information. Ladies and gentlemen, our show has an injury report this day for FC Tulsa, forward Philip Goodram, and defender Philip Goodram out for tonight's match for Charleston Academy. No is out for tonight's match.
FC Tulsa get to play their second home game of the season after impressing away from home last weekend. They'll have to be at their best against one of the form teams in the shape of Charleston Battery here tonight. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oak Field. Dave Saunders and former professional Anna Beffer with you. And Anna, as I introduce you tonight, that must have felt that point in Sacramento like a win.
I'm sure it did. FC Tulsa faced some adversity early in that game, down a goal, came back, got the point, and then got a solid win at home in the Open Cup, so hoping to carry that momentum into the game this evening against Charleston Battery.
Well, let's rewind 7 days and have a look at FC Tulsa getting that equaliser. They're down to 10 men and a first of the club for left-back Patrick Segrist.
And FC Tulsa had every reason in this game to count themselves out, down to 10 men, but Patrick Segrist came up big late in this match on the road against a really tough opponent, Sacramento, currently sitting second in the Eastern Conference. This is a big point on the road for FC Tulsa, and Mario Sanchez super proud of the team's performance here on the road.
Yeah, and it got even better with save of the week for this man, Joey Rogovin.
And these are the moments where you need your keeper to come up big, especially where the margin of error is very thin against really good teams like Sacramento, and Joey Rogovin came up in those moments, kept the scoreline the way it is, giving FC Tulsa a chance to get a point.
Now they're stacked with talent at the visitors, and what about this man, Nick Markanich?
And Markanich is one of those players you always have to watch. He has 6 goals on the season so far. He scored a brace in the win against Lou City. You always have to be aware of where he is on the field, and he'll be one to watch this evening for sure.
I'll tell you what, we can't wait for this one. Charleston Battery are in town against FC Tulsa, who need this home win, and they are set fair. We are going to be here after the break with your starting lineups and, of course, your kickoff. It is FC Tulsa versus Charleston Battery.
Summertime is back at Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, and we have the perfect getaway for you. Cool off in our spacious freeform pool. Grab your favorite drink and chill at the poolside bar. Or relax and unwind in a cozy private cabana. Just steps away are tempting restaurants, live entertainment, and a world-class casino gaming experience. At Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, your place to stay and relax.
The experience to adapt, learn, and grow defines Williams. We've delivered natural gas to power change for over a century. Now we're investing in next-gen technologies to move toward a low-carbon future. We can reduce emissions and meet rising energy demands because experience powers us.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least consulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket? No, but we do make them work. Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. By Osage Casino, your place to play. And by OSU Medicine, FC Tulsa's official sports medicine partner. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oakfield. Dave Saunders, Anna Beffer with you. And Anna, let's take a look at the home starting 11. We know there's no Lasso tonight because of the suspension, but a really good 4-2-3-1 lineup for coach and his men.
It is, and Rogovin's save of the week for his performance against Sacramento FC. And this squad kind of on a bit of a run right now. They had a really solid tie on the road, as we mentioned. Really proud of that performance. Mario Sanchez was telling us earlier this week, and then got some momentum in the Open Cup victory at home. They know that Charleston Battery will be a tough opponent, but they're ready for it. They're up for this game, and they really want to get a gauge on where they are in the season and why not playing the best.
Well, we've been bigging up the Charleston Battery, and why not? They are the team in form, and somebody that in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, central midfielders, is one Aaron Malloy. But they are stacked with talent, aren't they?
They have so many players that can make a difference, and Emilio Icaza, too, watching for his 99th regular season appearance this season. He's been so impactful, and earlier this week he mentioned just the camaraderie. They want to keep the energy high in practice and challenge each other so they can stay atop of the table and keep their first place spot and also get back to the championship this season. So a lot of exciting things for this Charleston Battery team and a dream start to their season.
And the exciting game ahead of us. Welcome into One Oak Field. There it is, downtown in Tulsa. FC Tulsa will be playing in that patina green numbered shirts in their all black strip. There's a look at Arthur Rogers there, will be playing his trade at right back, wearing number 4, up against Charleston Battery, who will be wearing all white tonight, playing from right to left on your screens. And away we go, and Aaron Malloy drives the ball to the right-hand side, and Segrist gets the first header in, and the referee said immediately that we're going to have a free kick. And FC Tulsa in the all-yellow kit, goalkeeper here, Joey Rogovine, who we've already looked at in the Open, made that very fine save which got him save of the week, and he is going to be asked to retreat 3 or 4 yards back, the Dutchman, and he will take this free kick now. Drives it down the left hand side. There's a header away from Leyland Archer there, and it's going to go out for a throw in. Patrick Segrist, who got that goal we showed you in the Open, the equaliser in Sacramento Republic. It did feel like a win, said coach Mario Sanchez, especially battling away for 75 minutes and at 10 down. If you can't win the game, get an impressive point on the road. Feels like a win.
It does, and Mario Sanchez also mentioned it's still early in the season. He's trying to figure out his team, and he continues to learn more and more about them, and I think that game really showcased the character that this FC Tulsa team has, because as you mentioned, they were down a player very early but fought back.
Now going down the left-hand side there is the 21, Alex DeLu. He's won another throw-in. Good early pressure from the home side in this earlier than normal kickoff. It's 5 p.m. kickoff local time here. FC Tulsa normally kicking off around about 7 or 7:30, even later last year actually in the heat. So an unusual kickoff. College night it is here tonight. And they're trying to get down with Ferry there to win a corner, but away come Charleston Battery, and then Ferry has given the referee no choice there. The referee tonight is Kyle Johnston, assisted by Ethan Buege and Jason Gwillan, and the fourth official is Tim Wagner. There's Blaine Ferry, 2 number 8 shaking hands there, Emilio Ikaza and Blaine Ferry. Be interesting to see how this settles down. Certainly Charleston Battery with Chris Allen and Aaron Malloy, the 2 holding midfielders. Looks like a 4-2-3-1. Here's Segrist. FC Tulsa playing with a back 4. Segrist at left back. Sawahi and Tete, the centre backs, and Arthur Rogers at right back. For the visitors. It's Malloy, Ikaza, Allen, trying to get it over to the left-hand side to Juan Torres. The only change in the starting 11 for Ben Pearman in this game. Left back is Nate Dos Santos, who played here last year for Pittsburgh. Bringing the ball down was DeLu. That's threaded through, looking for DeLu again. Out comes the keeper, dives on the ball. Adam Grinwis. Good start from FC Tulsa. Anna, Charleston Battery found it difficult to get out of their own half in the first few minutes.
And we've seen FC Tulsa really throughout the beginning of this season. They like to press, they like to have that line really high and make it difficult for defenses to find a rhythm and get out. They'll have to be thoughtful here.
There's a low ball into the box away by Tete. Dos Santos wins that header. And then it's sliced out by Boubacar Diallo, another new signing. The Senegalese man. Started all 4 games before this one. Dos Santos wearing 62 at left back. Arthur Rogers is there. Rashid Tete away, finds Dalu. Dalu gets it back from Ferry, threading it through, looking for Stojanovic. Stojanovic, another new signing, 2 goals this season. There's Aaron Malloy, and he gets pulled off the ball. Aaron Malloy rarely loses the ball. Mark Segber's up from right back. That's a threaded ball through, it's offside. And it just shows you how dangerous Markanich is, wearing 13, and he's left-footed but comes in off the right wing.
Yeah, really good outside in run, but then the quick decision from Ikaza to the one-time pass in behind, but just weren't able to get that timing right. But something that FC Tulsa will have to be mindful of here. We'll get another look at the replay. You see assistant referee making the right call there, just a step offside, but a really good build-up play, trying to get in behind the defense.
Headed away towards the right-hand side, down to Ferry. Ferry, good ball in field. Now worked out to the right-hand side for Arthur Rogers. Rogers to Diallo. Rogers again with the headband on the right. Down that wing, but can't keep it in. Tulsa Spina Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. Here's Rogers picking it up for FC Tulsa. Knocks it over the top for Dalu. Dalu trying to pull that ball back to Ferry. Cleared away by the Charleston Battery defence, but they can't get it to MD Myers up there. Diallo has been fouled, by the other number 6, Aaron Malloy, and 2 number 6s. That'll be a good battle in there. We know how good Malloy is, but let's praise this young man, Diallo, only 21, but he's hit the ground running well for FC Tulsa, Anna, and he's in there with experienced Justin Portillo. It's a good, strong midfield for FC Tulsa, the building.
No, it is, and they've shown a really good, foundation early on in this season. And we've talked about just the FC Tulsa squad is new and trying to learn each other and figure things out. And Diallo, definitely one of those players that has come in and really done well so far this season, and it'll be important, those individual matchups in the midfield, in order to keep possession and get things moving. He's a key part of that.
We're in the 7th minute here at One Oakfield as Nate Dos Santos crosses the halfway line. Goes back to Malloy. Dos Santos again going in field, finding Juan Torres, the Colombian. Malloy keeping possession. Graham Smith, the 28-year-old, goes back to his keeper, Grinwis. FC Tulsa forcing Charleston Battery to knock it long. Here's Segrist. Just sliced that one. And Mark Segbers it is will take the throw in.
And if you're FC Tulsa, you want to force those long balls. You want to apply that pressure, not allow Charleston Battery to get momentum and have that rhythm building out of the back and gain more confidence going into the attacking third. So the more FC Tulsa can do that and attack and press as a unit, it just makes it that much more difficult for Charleston Battery to get into a rhythm heading forward.
Chris Allen, the Englishman. Archer goes wide to Segbers. Here's Malloy. Grinwis. Smith brings the ball out of the area now. Strides forward. Does Graham Smith. And he was shut down. Was he caught late? Play on, says the referee. There's a one-on-one chance for the opening goal. And it is the opening goal. And it's MD Myers who gets it. It could have been a foul, but the referee let it go on. And MD Myers scores his 4th goal of the season in the 9th minute. It is FC Tulsa 0, Charleston Battery 1.
This Charleston Battery team has the best road record so far in the USL Championship, and this is a good reason why. You get another look here. Myers getting in behind the FC Tulsa defense, stays very calm, understands the pressure is coming behind him, but all he has to do is place that into the far corner. Made that look very easy, but the key there, he kept his composure, does a great job putting Charleston Battery on the board early on, and good call by the referee as well to let that play on and develop.
MD Myers, as I said, 4th goal of the season. He did win the Golden Boot Award in 2023 in the MLS Next Pro. There's Blaine Ferry into the box, but the ball had gone out for a goal kick. Well, it was going to be a difficult battle for FC Tulsa, as we've been alluding to before the ball was kicked. Now the hill to climb has got even steeper, it would seem. There's another ball over the top looking for Markanich, who's with Seagrass. Markanich likes to come in onto his left foot, switches the play from right to left, brings in Torres. Torres to Dos Santos. They keep it very simple and they keep it very solid, don't they, Anna?
They do the little things right. You can tell that every single player is very thoughtful about the next pass, careful in possession. And Dave, going back to your point, FC Tulsa coming into this game knew this was going to be a tall task, but played a similar caliber team in Sacramento, down a man. They can draw from that experience. They know they have the talent to do that. Really important how these next 5 minutes go for them and how they react to that goal for Charleston.
Now, can FC Tulsa break the line? No, they can't. That's the other thing they do, is squeeze the play. And when you think you've got them on the break, up steps the line. And Stojanovic was offside. Thanks for your company here on ESPN Plus, also Your View, and locally here on Cox Channel 3. You're welcome into One Oak Field. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you, watching FC Tulsa in only their 2nd home game of the season. Who can forget the thrilling home opener 3-3 with Phoenix Rising. There's another ball. Markanich's in behind the defence. Andy Myers wants a second. We go on. There was no foul. And then there's a wild effort from Emilio Icaza. And Joey Rogovin has already been beaten tonight by MD Myers getting in behind the defence. Doesn't have to make a save there. Must be frustrating as a goalkeeper when you've done all your preparation and you've barely touched the ball and you're picking the ball out of the back of the net. I mean, it was a fine finish and Rogovin did everything he could, but quality finish. Torres with Rogers. Torres comes out with the ball, back to Nate Dos Santos. Plenty of possession from this confident side. That one should go through to Joey Rogovin. Rogovin signed this season, the 26-year-old from Amsterdam. Plays internationally for Suriname. Spent his youth at Ajax, of course, one of the bigger clubs in Holland. Signed from Den Bosch. As we said, he got the save of the week. 40% of the vote in the USL poll for that save against Sac Republic, which turned out to be a really important save in the final result of the game. 1-0 to Charleston Battery in this one. Chance for FC Tulsa, shot. And it's sliced wide. It'll go away for a goal kick. Crowd quiet, Anna, waiting for FC Tulsa really to click into gear, but it's difficult, as we keep alluding to, that they're up against a very well-organised side who keep things simple, and it's hard for them to get any flow going here.
It is, and it's still early in this matchup. I mean, obviously going down 1-0 early on this matchup changes the dynamic. FC Tulsa having to chase the game a bit, but they'll work themselves back into it. And Mario Sanchez is confident in his side. He said he continues to just learn more about his team, as we alluded to earlier, but understands that they have fight in them, and all they need to do is do the little things right, do the simple things, and they'll work themselves back into this game.
Rashid Tete is shown a yellow card. As we tell you, we're delighted to have on the show one of FC Tulsa strikers, Philip Goodram, who's not taking part tonight due to an injury. Philip, can you hear us loud and clear? See if we can get Phil mic'd up in just a moment and bring him to you. Aaron Molloy, there's a collector's item, gives the ball away. Just quickly wins it back though. That's the kind of player he is. Here's Segbers going infield here to Chris Allen. Nate Dos Santos playing at left back. Going back to Smith. And the ball is out for an FC Tulsa throw-in. Rogers just a few yards into the Charleston Battery half. Gets it back from Portillo. Portillo has not had many touches of the football. He's playing, here he is now. Could try one from a long way out. Does. It's one of those knuckleball shots. Bounces on the 6-yard line. Easy save for Adam Grinwis.
Dave Portillo, too, one of those players who really kick-started his career at Charleston Battery, and exciting for him to have an opportunity to play against his former club.
Yeah, 1,
Okay,
2.
They got you.
Well, I'm delighted to say now that we can indeed speak to Philip Goodram. Phil, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing well, although obviously just talk us through, you know, FC Tulsa up against a strong opposition tonight, and unfortunate to go down to such an early goal.
Yeah, tough start for the boys, but it's a long game. Mario's got a good plan, and we're all up for the task. You know, we're playing against a really good side tonight with some top players, so I want to find out how good we are. This is the place to do it.
I know that it's a bit frustrating for you. When do you think you're back?
Hopefully just, you know, 2 more weeks. That's the plan. So looking forward to not rushing it, but just getting back out there as soon as possible. Want to be on the field with the guys.
Here's Torres on the attack down in the corner. We're talking to Philip Goodram, FC Tulsa striker, watching this game like us. Charleston Battery 1 goal to the good here at One Oak Field. Here's Dos Santos back to Allen. Allen now looking for a way to get the ball into the box. Neat ball into the box here now. Can they pull it back? They can, although it's gone on top of the goal, and it looked like an offside, but they got him behind the line. Phil, just tell us about what you're seeing in this game so far.
Yeah, Charleston controlling the tempo a bit. They're throwing numbers forward. We just need to do probably a better job of keeping our composure, keeping the ball, get it a bit more in their half, and taking a lot of pressure. So the boys are up for the challenge, though.
Hey, Philip, I know, you know, a lot of new players this season and new coach, but talk about just the locker room, the camaraderie, and you guys have had some really tough opponents on the road and come up with some good results and learn from those games. Can you just talk about the team and the relationship that you guys have?
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnover at the club in the last year, but I'll give credit to Mario and Luke. They're bringing in a great culture.
Now here's Blaine Ferry with a shot that's blocked as FC Tulsa came forward, and we can go back to Philip Goodram.
Yeah, and the culture's growing. You know, it's in the early stages, and the new guys have come in and brought nothing but positivity. So it's something we just need to keep building on and having that relentless mentality, and really just setting our brand of FC Tulsa football.
Phil, you scored an absolute scorcher, as I would say, from where I'm from in Vegas. Are you still telling the boys and reminding the boys about that?
Hopefully I've got a few more of those in my locker this season. But no, my role right now, I want to just encourage the guys to go out there and play free, play like themselves.
Here's Rogers, ball into the box, headed away by Smith of a fashion.
And yeah, when I get back, hopefully I can put the ball in the back of the net and we can get a few more points.
Tell you what, Philip Goodram, absolute pleasure to have you on the program. As Segrist puts the ball into the box, here's Rogers on the right-hand side. Can he get a ball into the box? He can. There's a header away by Segbers for a corner. Philip, we wish you all the best with your recovery, and we thank you so much for joining us. And I can say for every FC Tulsa fan, we want to see you back on that field very soon.
Thank you both. Can't wait to be back.
Thanks, Philip. As Philip Goodram joining us there. Thank you for him for taking his time out. It's a corner to FC Tulsa. Justin Portillo on that left-hand side. Can FC Tulsa, in a crowded penalty area, get back on level terms? Here's Portillo towards the back post. It's over everybody. It's a little frustrating when everybody goes near post, but they've kept the pot boiling here with Ferry. Blaine Ferry will look square here. Siegrist could try, but he did it against Sacramento. Why not again? Hits the defender. Portillo hooks it back in. Allen heads away. Siegrist directing his header to the left-hand side to Alex DeLue. DeLue has just run out of field there, and what a player, Mr. Goodram. Anna, he's shown in FC Tulsa shirt and previously, of course, previous clubs, what a great goal scorer he is.
And he's obviously outstanding on the field, but one thing I've loved to just hear about him and just witness on the field as well, and you know, you heard it there, he's a cheerleader. He really wants to encourage the team, but he sets the standard really high and he demands excellence, and I think that's something that this FC Tulsa side needs, and in Philip Goodram they have that. He continues to raise the bar, and I know everyone's looking forward to having him back out there, but he mentioned this FC Tulsa team has depth, they have really strong players, and they have the ability to win some games, and he's been excited to cheer them on and obviously wants to be back out there with them soon.
21st minute here, 1-0 to Charleston Battery. MD Myers with his 4th of the season. Referee's going to penalise Harvey Sinclair for a little push in the back of Nate DeSantos. As the world demands low cost, low carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Chris Allen driving the ball out to the left hand side. Dos Santos keeping that one in. Smith, Dos Santos down the wing. That's a clever dummy, and Ikaza's in here. Ikaza's got Markanich there. Markanich with a touch, didn't get enough on it, and to be fair, Siegrist tracked the run, but what a dangerous piece of play, and it all started with a wonderful dummy of the football by Juan Torres on the wing, Anna.
We'll get a look at just how that play developed and built up, and you mentioned the dummy. We didn't see it in that shot there, but Ikaza wants to play that ball across, and Markanich is exactly the person that you want to get on the end of that. But credit FC Tulsa's defense, tracking the runner, making it difficult, and Markanich not able to connect there, but another really good look for Charleston Battery.
Stojanovic gets a good header in. He's found it difficult to get into the game. Rogers to Sinclair. Rogers again. Two Englishmen combining there. FC Tulsa keep possession of the football here with Patrick Siegrist. His side trailing by a goal to nil. Sawahi has played every minute of the season so far. Drives a wonderful ball into the corner here for Arthur Rogers. Rogers pulling it back. Sinclair's inside the box here. Sinclair trying to go around the long way. Back to Rogers. Rogers chipping the ball into the box of the back post. Where's it going to fall? Down goes Blaine Ferry, and in fact Ferry has committed the foul according to the referee. Good build-up from FC Tulsa, Anna.
It was, and it really started from an outstanding switch ball from Swahi all the way to that right side, and the good delivery is what's going to make the difference for FC Tulsa. Not able to get on the end of it here, but we'll get another look at that last sequence. Sinclair in the midfield goes into the box, trying to keep things happen, and then you see the referee in a good position, and Ferry goes down. I'm not sure on another day that call might have been different.
Now Malloy's stolen it away here for Charleston Battery. Plays a good ball here to Myers. Myers wants a second on the night, but that's a very fine tackle and a very fine piece of goalkeeping to keep it in. The tackle from Tete, and Rogovin was quickly off his line and now rolls it out to Portillo.
FC Tulsa's defense, Tete, one of those players, so strong, good leader, but does a great job here, steps in at just the right time, has to time that perfectly, and then great goalkeeping to keep that in as well.
The USL on the CBS networks continues in April. Mark your calendars on Saturday, April 27th, as the Tampa Bay Rowdies clash with New Mexico United. It's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. 24th minute here. FC Tulsa getting a little bit more into the game with their possession. Chances on goal have been few and far between so far. Here's Ferry finding a few pockets of space. Ball into the box, out comes the keeper, Grinwis. Alex Delou nearly getting in between the defenders there. Clever ball, Anna, from Blaine Ferry.
It's really encouraging because he's the type of player, when you can get him on the ball and he has excellent vision, those are the kind of passes that need to happen. Great runs from FC Tulsa forwards as well, just continuing to gain that confidence going forward. Need more shots on goal, try to put themselves in a position to get back in this game, but better from FC Tulsa offensively.
Siegrist with the throw-in on halfway. Stojanovic heads it in field, ends up at the feet of Portillo. Portillo here to Diallo. That was a good turn from Diallo. He gets pushed over by Malloy. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa is your place for fun and entertainment after the match. Enjoy a world-class casino experience with high-stakes tables and over 1,600 electronic games. Just 4 miles from One Oak Field, Osage Casino Hotel, Tulsa. Rashid Tete, who's had a yellow card. Rogers. Dos Santos is keeping a pretty close eye on Rogers, knows that FC Tulsa like to attack down that right-hand side with Rogers. He had a wonderful debut in Las Vegas in the 3-1 win, providing the assist for Stojanovic's first goal with the club. There's a ball over the top for Delou. Layden Archer's there. Layden Archer, what a servant to the club he is. 28-year-old Trinidad and Tobagan. He is in his 7th season with the Battery. Did play in the 2023 Gold Cup for his country. Referee has given a free kick. Chance here for SC Tulsa to get the ball into the box. They trail by 1-0. The goal timed on 9 minutes by the number 9, MD Myers, his 4th of the season. And with responsibility, as you can see, Boubacar Diallo. Justin Portillo. Diallo's in-swinging left footer. Here it comes, too close to the goalie. It comes out and catches it. And that's just what you want if you're a defender, to have your keeper say, keeper's ball, and it smacks into the gloves, Anna.
Yeah, Charleston Battery can exhale after that. Those are tough to defend, and FC Tulsa typically does really well on set pieces. Portillo has outstanding service. We've seen that so far this season. Diallo as well, but that one just not executed properly, too close to the keeper.
Siegrist with a very good header there, and Ferry will not be able to keep that one in. Mark Segbers, the 27-year-old, with the throw-in here, ex-Miami and Memphis in his 2nd season. There's coach Mario Sanchez, the new FC Tulsa coach. Had a 2018 Youth Development and Community Relations job for Lou City FC, and every time you talk to him, you get his love for the game and love for this club and wanting to build it both on and off the field. He wants everybody behind the cause, from front office to fans to players to fellow coaches. He just wants to build this club, Anna, and he's just a thoroughly nice gentleman.
He is, and I think it's a testament to what he's brought into this club. You heard Philip Goodram allude to it earlier. He's bringing a culture, and he wants to bring that winning culture to FC Tulsa, and it might take some time, but I think it's worth reminding viewers, FC Tulsa's had a tough schedule early on in this season, and I think it's been really neat opportunity for them to see what they're made of early and find the holes and figure out what they need to fix.
There's the ball over the top, looking for Harvey Sinclair, hooked away by Dos Santos. Good spell for FC Tulsa this. Here's Portillo wearing 43. Finds Blaine Ferry. Ferry surrounded by white shirts, but manages to get it out to Harvey Sinclair, the former Chelsea product. Of course, his former team going down by 1-0 today in the semi-final of the FA Cup. The other semi-final, Manchester United versus Coventry City tomorrow. I say that because your man in shot, Mr. Rogers, is an Englishman coming from London. I said, obviously you support a London club. He said, no, I'm a Manchester United fan. So there we go. Good luck to them, and good luck to Coventry City in the FA Cup. Of course, a lot said, if you know your FA Cup, that the new rule is that there will not be any replays, which of course a lot of fans are saying hurts the lower clubs who draw the big boys and then want to get a replay. There's the ball flicked on, but they're doing away with that from next season. Adam Grinwis, who's had clean sheets versus Rhode Island, North Carolina and New Mexico. Markanich. The crowd are quiet because they're seeing a very impressive team that FC Tulsa are playing against here tonight. Here's Juan Torres hooking the ball towards the D. Markanich onto his left foot, doesn't get round Segrist. Allen will try one. And that was a very fine save from Joey Rogovin.
Rogovin as well in that moment likely had some traffic in front of him, so did well as that ball was struck with pace. We'll get another look here on the replay. Good first touch, set himself up, knocks the ball back out with distance, but he gets a hold of it, and Rogovin did really well to get low there. Clean save, keep FC Tulsa down only 1 goal at this moment.
Just past the half-hour mark in this game. FC Tulsa trailing by 1-0 to a Charleston Battery side that have had very fine results this season. They've actually won 4 times, drawn 3. They're yet to be beaten. Chris Allen finding Torres. Torres from a long, long way out. Oh, that is an unbelievable goal from nearly the halfway line. You don't see that very often. Take a bow, Juan Torres. That is an unbelievable goal. And it means we have a score of FC Tulsa 0, Charleston Battery 2.
Just the awareness to understand where the goalkeeper is on the field and have the technical ability to execute the shot. You see players try it from time to time, gets his head up, immediately recognizes Rogovin too far off of his line. Perfect chip. Unbelievable technical ability. You don't see goals like that very often. And Torres extends the lead for Charleston Battery here, up 2.
Wonderful skill. You always feel a bit sorry for a goalkeeper to be beaten from there, because it's just one of those things that, as you said, Anna, people try and it doesn't come off very often, but wow. Just wow. I mean, what can you say? That's just wonderful technique, and to have the confidence to even try that is amazing. So Juan Torres gets his goal. It's 2-0. And that's his first goal of the season. He has had an assist this season, but the first time he gets on the score sheet for his team. Now, Ferry's been pushed over, but the first foul was by an FC Tulsa player. And I think there's just a buzz around the stadium, just trying to take in exactly what's happened. I mean, that's got to be a candidate for goal of the week right there, isn't it?
It has to be, and you know, FC Tulsa fans always supporting their club no matter what, but also understanding the class of strike there, and FC Tulsa with a tall mountain to climb, but this game far from over. They definitely have the ability to get themselves back in a position to make this a game.
Oklahoma State University Medicine is FC Tulsa's official sports medicine partner. Patrick Segrist has got a free kick, so Wahi goes back to Rogovin. And, you know, as we say again, it just shows you the life of a goalkeeper, doesn't it? Rogovin gets the save of the week, and then he's just beaten by an unbelievable piece of skill that I think most goalkeepers would honestly be beaten by. I don't think his positioning was wrong. He was backpedaling, but such was the pace and the loop of the shot. It was just an outstanding piece of skill. Diallo. Ferry quickly turns it on to Segrist. Segrist now to Stefan Stojanovic. He's not seen a lot of the ball, and he's just given it away there and committed a foul.
I think FC Tulsa's attacker is getting a bit frustrated as well. We've seen a few fouls these last few minutes and just trying to get something going, but important to keep a level head, do the simple things right, work on the movements, runs off the ball as well. And I think it's important for FC Tulsa draw from those moments where they've been down before, have been able to fight their way back into this game, but it's just important to not lose their head.
Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. That ball is sliced away by Emilio Icaza. Be a goal kick for FC Tulsa with 10 minutes to go till half time. And here's Rogovin with the goal kick. Malloy challenging. In steps Archer. FC Tulsa want to throw in on that left-hand side. They wanted to go quickly with Ferry, but they're going to leave it for Patrick Segrist. 2-0 the score to Charleston Battery. Now chance here. Harvey Sinclair's in the box. He goes down and the referee points to the spot. There's a way back for FC Tulsa here. Harvey Sinclair goes into the area. He was certainly pushed over by two. There aren't too many protests. Smith is saying no to the referee, but I don't see any other protests. Let's have a look at the replay, Anna.
FC Tulsa players just have to get into the mix, get into the box, good things will happen. St. Clair with a good first touch initially. From this angle, it looks like there was some contact, but ball was on the other side. One of those moments where a referee was in a position, made the call confidently, and I think you're right, Dave, there were some protests, but not a ton. But either way, St. Clair up and FC Tulsa with a chance here to cut the deficit.
The responsibility goes to Justin Portillo. Portillo will strike this one right-footed. He's up against Adam Grinwis. Referee blows the whistle, up steps Portillo and scores. And FC Tulsa have got a lifeline back into this game. With 9 minutes to go to half-time, Portillo from the spot. It is FC Tulsa 1, Charleston Battery 2.
FC Tulsa now with some momentum here at home. Portillo, a couple of assists on the season, but steps up here with confidence for his team. This is a big moment in this game. They haven't had many opportunities in front of goal. Takes advantage, calm, well-taken penalty with pace, low, out of reach of the goalkeeper, and FC Tulsa gets a goal back, and they're back in business here at One Oak Field.
Well, it doesn't matter how you get them, does it? There's Portillo, the goal scorer. He's played every minute this season, and he gets his first of the season, confidently tucking it away. To be fair to the goalkeeper, he went the right way. Markanich in behind the defence, just checks here in those green boots now, playing the ball back to Chris Allen. Intelligent ball for Icaza. Icaza here tries to get it into Myers. Myers will pull it back, and there's Markanich with a side footer, which Rogovin will be very happy to have saved.
Markanich did really well there to pull his run back as he floats to the top of the box, just hovering to that penalty spot, waits for it, turns his body well, but just doesn't find the corner. Rogovin, sigh of relief, that goes right into his gloves.
Here's the goal scorer, Portillo, twisting and turning. Intelligent play from him. And the ball in the end from Deleu. Goes all the way through Harnessy for a goal kick. Game on, 2-1 the score. The goal timed at 37 minutes for Justin Portillo. Lots to talk about at half-time. Talk Open Cup as well, so stay with us here. Ball hits the referee, that will be an FC Tulsa ball, the new rule. Says the team in possession. Malloy's arguing, saying it's his ball. Referee just with a little bit of sorting out. There's the discussion. Sawahi's in there, trying to win it for his team. It's a controversial one. And the referee's saying it's going to be the home side's ball. It's a difficult one. I like the rule because, well, excuse me, it's going to go to Aaron Malloy. I like the rule, Anna, because for years, you know, balls hit the referee and everybody played on and it can ricochet away into funny positions, but you've got to know who's in possession when it hits the referee, haven't you?
Right. I mean, it completely changes the dynamic of the play, so I think it's helpful now as a player. If it doesn't always go your way, I think the rule's better at this point.
Segrist did well. Markanich has won the throw-in. Coming up to the 40-minute mark, just 5 minutes of normal time before we see the board. In this great game, we've seen 3 goals, an unbelievable strike. If you missed it, we'll hope to show it to you at half-time in our half-time highlights package. It was an unbelievable strike from Juan Torres from just about the halfway line. Forward they come again. That's a ball slipped through. Myers just has hit the post, and there's a tap-in for Markanich. And just like that, the 2-goal cushion is restored. It is FC Tulsa 1, Charleston Battery 3.
Charleston Battery, the caliber of players, lovely little slip ball in behind initially with the diagonal, and then the thoughtfulness and awareness. Good forwards follow up, anticipating. That ball looked like it was going in, bounces off, and Markanich finishes it for Charleston. As you mentioned it, Dave, just gives them a little bit more cushion heading into halftime. Unfortunate from an FC Tulsa perspective, gets themselves back in that game. And that's why it's so important from a mental standpoint to stay switched on, not leave yourself exposed, but credit Charleston finding the back of the net again here. A few minutes left in this first half.
And Nick Markanich now goes joint with Wilson Harris as the top goal scorers on 7 in the whole of the USL Championship.
Just shows you the importance of momentum too, because FC Tulsa, you could feel the energy returning to the stadium, some life heading into halftime, and then that goal really just knocking the breath out of FC Tulsa. It's important for them to continue to stay switched on, stay positive as well. A whole nother half to play, and they've had their moments and they'll continue to come.
There's Myers, who hit the post, and it fortunately fell into the path of Markanich, who, like any good goal scorer, will take a tap in or a scorcher from 30 yards. Here's Torres, talking of wonder goals. Twisting and turning, intelligently gets the ball to Leyland Archer, who goes to Mark Segbers. Markanich. Sweeping ball here, looking for Torres. Is he going to? No, he's not going to keep that one in. Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 14 years running. Stop by today and get your hands on your new Ford today. Bill Knight, home of the Knight Advantage. 3-1. 2.5 minutes to go till half time, or certainly till the board. There'll be a few minutes to be added on, as Harvey Sinclair, who won the penalty for FC Tulsa, wins it back for his team. Smith heads it towards halfway. Ferry and Malloy clash. Referee says that'll be a free kick in favour of the Irishman. I guess one thing in FC Tulsa's favour, Anna, there's always a danger when you've got a 2-goal lead, isn't there?
And that's something that coaches always emphasize too. And I remember, you know, going into the locker room, if you're in that position where you're up 2 goals, you feel a sense of comfort. And sometimes you can take the foot off the gas. And that's what's so important for Charleston heading into the second half, is to continue to push and find that next goal, because then you really start to take the belief out of FC Tulsa. But at this moment in time, 1 goal completely changes the dynamic of this game. And that's something that's really important for Charleston to be mindful of, is FC Tulsa trying to get back up the field here. Hear the crowd reaction there after some contact.
A little bit of a clash now. Looking at 4 minutes. Referee's going to have a chat here with the gentleman from Jarrow, which is in the northeast of England, and the gentleman from around about London, Kingston upon Thames, Harvey Sinclair. So having a little chat there, just saying calm it down. We'll just have a replay. They got a bit tangled up, I think. I don't think there was any malicious intent. You'll see it here. There they go. They're pushing and shoving, and the referee says, all right, well, let's just carry on. And then I think as Harvey Sinclair got up, I think Alan maybe gave him a little clip, but I think they've shaken hands, and I think on we go. Now the referee's shown a yellow card to Coach Pearman there, Ben Pearman. Pretty sure that was a yellow card. We'll get confirmation of that. Something he must have said. There's Mario Sanchez, who will have his work cut out in the locker room at half-time. Sinclair cushioning it back, gets it again inside the centre circle, looks ahead of him. Delu couldn't get on the end of that one. Here's Dos Santos. Tim Wagner, the fourth official, will be getting his board ready any moment now. And we're talking 5 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time as the ball goes back to Adam Grinwis. See, Tulsa would dearly love a goal in this 5 minutes, Anna, but if not, they'll need to get down in that locker room and, as you say, work on the premise that a 2-goal lead is a dangerous one, and listen very carefully to what their coach has to say.
Right, and from an FC Tulsa perspective, it sounds obvious, but the next goal in this game is so crucial, and if it's from FC Tulsa, it gives themselves a bit of life and energy, and if they can get that goal early in the second half, the second half may look a lot different than the first. But 1 goal at a time is FC Tulsa with the chance here off of a set piece.
Portillo there, you can see there's a bit of a breeze here in this late afternoon, early evening. There's the ball into the box, headed away. Siegrist. Trusty left foot of his to Rogers, who wanted to volley that one, but there's a very fine header away from Nate Dos Santos, and it's going to be a throw into FC Tulsa right down in the corner, indicated there by our assistant referee. It's been jacket time today in Tulsa. It's been a little bit cooler of late. We have had temperatures in the 80s, but certainly yesterday and today it really did drop in temperature. Here's Justin Portillo with the corner. Now referee will... There's always one of these per game, isn't there? Referee has to go in and say, okay, everybody stop pushing and shoving. As we await the corner. FC Tulsa would dearly love a goal to go down into the locker room. Referee still in discussion there. Markanich there, wearing 13 in the conversation. Sawahi's in there, Sinclair. Dos Santos is there trying to hold his ground. Stojanovic behind him. Sawahi's in there. There's the ball down. And Ikava gets it away. Headed back by Tete, and that will go harmlessly through to Adam Grinwis, who's been beaten by a Justin Portillo penalty. But alas, his side, though, are leading by 3-1 as we near the half-time break. Siegrist. Sinclair has been fully involved. Rogers. Nowhere to go, really. Has to go back to his goalkeeper, Joey Rogovi. He right foots the ball up to halfway. It hits Ferry. Here's Allen. Dos Santos to Torres. MD Myers. Intelligent switch here to Mark Segbus, but Siegrist really read that very well. Good defending, Anna.
Yeah, 1v1 defending in those scenarios is tough, and initially great ball springing out wide, but Siegrist read it well, and you have to time that well too.
Goalkeeper nearly got himself in trouble there. It's good pressure from FC Tulsa. And in the end it's going to be a throw, and in this half just petering out a little bit. Segbus picks himself up. He's the one to go and get the ball. There is Coach Sanchez, and he will have some important words to say, as we said. I'm sure he'll talk to some of the players about what they're doing wrong, but also about what they can do right and what they are doing right. There's always hope when you've scored a goal, although they're up against, as we keep saying, a very strong side here in Charleston Battery. Here's Allen. Smith will go back to Grinwis. Just a few seconds left of the added time here at One Oak Field. Markanich going back to Grinwis. Torres. Dos Santos. Malloy. Seagrass steps in with a little toe there, but they do keep the ball very, very well. And the referee says that will do for the first half. Anabefa 4 goals. FC Tulsa obviously with a steep climb in the second half, but they can turn it round and know that they've just got to get the next goal, really.
Right, and Charleston Battery owned most of the possession in the first half, but FC Tulsa continued to work themselves into this game, build confidence on the ball. They got the goal and then immediately gave one back. But I think the important thing, continue to take shots, build that confidence going forward, and they have a whole nother half to play, the caliber of players to do it, and Mario Sanchez will lead the charge at halftime and get his men ready to come back out strong in the second half.
We have an incredible goal to show you in our halftime package highlights. We're also going to talk news and notes from the Open Cup and the Jägermeister Cup. Don't go away. We're back with the Williams halftime show right after this.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
Dear future Charlie, Mom said life is full of opportunities. She also said life is full of learning new things. Really, really cool new things. And when you have the right tools, there are a lot of skills to learn. If we all do the best we possibly can, you just never know whose life might change
for the better.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. When you buy a vehicle from us, your transaction doesn't end when you drive off the lot. That's because all vehicle purchases come backed by the Knight Advantage. This includes a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles, a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty on all used vehicles, and a low price guarantee. These exclusive offers help make your car buying experience easier and more affordable. And that's why we're Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer, Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage.
4 goals in this first half. Goals from Markanich, Torres and Myers. Just a penalty for FC Tulsa gives us a halftime score of FC Tulsa 1, Charleston Battery 3. We're back with the Williams halftime show right after this short break.
You get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Jennings, this is where he reeks. Jennings, 1v1! Got under it. Level! New Mexico!
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Welcome back into One Oak Field. Half-time here, FC Tulsa 1, Charleston Battery 3. Let's step away from league action and talk some US Open Cup. And we've reached the round of 32 and the final 8 USL Championship clubs and the 8 MLS clubs will join the competition. First, let's have a look back at the previous round, and Anna, there was a fairly comprehensive win, although it was only by a goal for FC Tulsa over Northern Colorado Hailstorm.
Yeah, it was a good matchup midweek, and as Mario Sanchez mentioned, just some good momentum as well at FC Tulsa to get the win at home. Played some former players as well, that Johnny Finnick and Noah Powder, so some good rivalry matchups there, and FC Tulsa pleased to come out on top.
Great thing about the Cup is that it can produce some upsets, and we did see one in Miami FC 2, South Georgia Tormentor FC 4. Great win for those boys on the road. And then Union Omaha winning on PKs against El Paso Locomotive. Las Vegas are safely through, as are Birmingham Legion, as are Lou City. Now let's take a look at the next round of US Open Cup action, and these games will take place on May the 7th and 8th. And I tell you what, it wasn't a great draw for FC Tulsa because they have to go to Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC, Anna. So not easy, not a reward really, was it?
No, there's no easy game on the road, and Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC will be a tough matchup, and important for FC Tulsa to take every game. As we've talked about really in the USL, it applies in the Open Cup game as well. There's no easy team in FC Tulsa with a tough road ahead, but excited to continue on in the tournament.
Yeah, Charleston Battery, they will play South Georgia Tormentor FC. We just talked about them. Sac Republic will play Monterey Bay FC. Tampa Bay Rowdies, Birmingham Legion. North Carolina with Rodrigo da Costa, former FC Tulsa man, playing Phoenix, and Orange County against Loudoun. Now, speaking of cups, one of this year's most exciting new events is the USL Jägermeister Cup. This in-season cup competition features USL League One teams in a World Cup style tournament that is sure to thrill fans. And the first match is just a week away. In fact, April 27th and 28th. All USL Jägermeister Cup matches are exclusively on ESPN+. We have got an incredible goal to show you right after this break, when we will review the first half highlights. We're back after this.
The experience to adapt, learn, and grow defines Williams. We've delivered natural gas to power change for over a century. Now we're investing in next-gen technologies to move toward a low-carbon future. We can reduce emissions and meet rising energy demands, because experience powers us.
time is back at Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, and we have the perfect getaway for you. Cool off in our spacious freeform pool. Grab your favorite drink and chill at the poolside bar. Or relax and unwind in a cozy private cabana. Just steps away are tempting restaurants, live entertainment, and a world-class casino gaming experience. At Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, your place to stay and relax.
Dave Saunders, Anna Beffer with you here. We've just seen a thrilling first half, and we are going to run those highlights now. And Anna Beffer, it did not take 10 minutes. In fact, it took 9 for MD Myers to do this.
Charleston Battery came out really strong, and Myers did so well in that moment to stay calm and composed and just finish that off for Charleston and give them a great start to this game. And FC Tulsa had their work cut out for them defensively, but had some really good moments as well. Tete there, 1v1. The timing was excellent. You see Rogavin trying to pump his team up. They had a defensive battle throughout the first half, but then what an unbelievable finish from Juan David Torres. And this is the type of goal, Dave, that you don't see often. The confidence to take it, the technical ability to execute it. What a great goal. And then FC Tulsa finds themselves in a position to get one back. Portillo steps up to the spot, calm, executes really well, puts himself in a position to get back in this game. But then just on the other end, Charleston Battery does the rest, gets that third goal. Markanich, the man to do it. And FC Tulsa with a tall task ahead, Dave, but 45 minutes left to make a difference.
I'll tell you what, I said in commentary about Torres' goal, you know, there's goal of the week, goal of the month. I think people on the social media from Charleston Battery, their fans are saying, right there is goal of the year. That's it. Game over. I mean, it was, Anna, you played the game at professional level. How many times do you see that? And I said in commentary, just the confidence to do it.
And you see players, Dave, I mean, try it time and time again, and 9 times out of 10, it's, why would you try that? You're never going to make that, and it goes wide or what have you. But the confidence to do it and the technical ability it takes to really execute that and understand the timing and understand where the goalkeeper is in that moment and the pace, all the things have to come together perfectly, and they did. What an unbelievable first goal of the season for Torres.
Yeah, it was. Let's have a look at the first half stats, Anna, and it's been pretty impressive from Charleston Battery.
It has, and Charleston Battery dominated from a possession perspective early on in this game, but FC Tulsa continued to inch their way back into the game. They had 5 shots, only 2 of those on target, and Charleston Battery really being efficient in front of goal, finding the back of the net 3 times in the first half. FC Tulsa has some work to do, but they had some time to reset at halftime. Mario Sanchez get his players organized and come out strong here in the second half.
Easy thing to say, Anna. FC Tulsa need the next goal, and they need it quickly.
I mean, that's the only way for FC Tulsa to really give themselves an opportunity. Charleston Battery, if they get that next goal, it becomes so much harder. The disbelief starts to set in, and these really the first 15 minutes of this second half will play a big role in determining the outcome of this game.
Yeah, Charleston Battery have indeed scored 4 goals against New Mexico United back at the end of March in a 4-0 where they also, in their last game out, scored 4 in Indy 11. As we tell you that today's match is brought to you by Williams. We make clean energy happen. By Osage Casino Hotel, your place to play. And by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. Dave Saunders, Anna Beffer with you. And Anna, let's keep chatting. We're just a few minutes away from the referee's the referee blowing the whistle for the second half, but what kind of thing do you think that coach would have been saying to FC Tulsa, and indeed what Ben Pearman would have said to Charleston Battery? Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think, Mario Sanchez understands that, they faced some adversity in the first half. Charleston Battery is a good team. They knew coming into this game that they would be, and he mentioned that they were up for the challenge. They wanted to gauge where they were on the season, and where they had success was when they pressed as a unit and forced Charleston Battery to make a mistake, forced them to overplay the ball. And when FC Tulsa has possession, that's when they need to take a breath, take that first touch, and just find that next pass. And I think that has to be the message at halftime is find the next pass, find that next touch, and then ultimately you'll find yourself in that final third, and you just have to be efficient in front of goal. The opportunities will come, and I think that had to be the message in the second half, and they have the caliber of players to do it.
They certainly do, don't they? And, you know, if you talk about Ben Pearman's men, we talked about how simple they make it look, but that's actually quite complex in the way that they do that. Everybody has to know their job.
And I think what makes it look simple from, you know, our point of view or from a viewer is they understand the next play, they understand the next step. And when you have a team that is in sync, they know where the next pass is going to be. They're already thinking before the ball is coming to them where they're going next. It slows the game down. And that's allowed Charleston Battery to stay calm on the ball, keep possession really well. And the only time that they've been tested or looked shaky is when FC Tulsa has pressed them effectively. And so I think that's going to be the difference is if Charleston Battery continues to have that, you know, confidence on the ball and builds that rhythm into the second half, they're going to find the next goal. They have the ability, they have the players to do it. So FC Tulsa is going to have to come out strong. They have to get the next goal.
Well, thank you for joining us here on ESPN Plus and Cox Channel 3 locally, and Your View. Dave Saunders, Anna Bethel will take you through this second half. What do we have in store? The referee will get us underway in just a second or two now. FC Tulsa playing from right to left on your screens in their all-black strip with the patina green numbers against Charleston Battery's kit, which is all white with those gold stripes down the front of their shirts. Here's Segbers with the throw-in, flicked on by Andy Myers, who, as we said in the halftime package, got it all underway just after 9 minutes for his 4th goal of the season. Sawahi clears up towards halfway. Stojanovic, who's found it difficult up against Leyland Archer and Graham Smith, leading the line for FC Tulsa. Here's Ferry with a bad touch, and that will go all the way through to Joey Rogovin, who's in a bright yellow kit. Should shout out for the goalkeeping kits tonight, because Grinmus is in a rather fetching blue outfit as well, so the goalkeeper's easy to spot on this field tonight. Throw-in has gone the way of Charleston Battery. Nate DeSantos it will be with that one. Markanich, strong challenge. Throw in again. Santos now right in front of his manager Ben Pearman. Pearman will be delighted. Ben Pearman himself, 38-year-old Memphis 901 assistant from 2018 to 20. Then he was asked to be the head coach, named permanently in April the 8th, 2021. Ball inside the box here, across goal. Rogovin dives, and it's going to go away for a goal kick. And then Pearman in November 2022 was named the USL Championship Coach of the Year. As we take another look at that shot, Anna, across the face of goal.
And that's where if you play a ball like that across the face of goal, dangerous things will happen, but the runners weren't there. There wasn't anyone for that far post run, and FC Tulsa fortunate there that no one was able to connect on that far post.
Segrist with the throw for FC Tulsa. Just to finish on Ben Pearman, of course, went across to Charleston Battery and he's done extremely well there. He's a good young coach and well respected by FC Tulsa's coach as well. Driving forward is Boubacar Diallo. Now here's Rogers. Hasn't got up on that right-hand side too much. Here's Diallo again. Twisting and turning, going round one. Ball bobbles around. Smith will clear away. Left-footed. Throw into FC Tulsa. Good start to the second half for the side that is chasing the game here. Trailing by 3-1. Stojanovic has just overhit that. Segrist will pick it up on the left-hand side. Markanich for company. Portillo, who got that 37th minute penalty. Last touch of Segrist is going to be a throw-in for Mark Segbers. Segber's experienced, of course, as we said in the first half, in his second season with the black and yellow. Dos Santos with Harvey Sinclair. Rogers will keep that one in, the ball spinning so it stayed on the field. Here's Joe Rogovic up towards halfway, Malloy's there. Here's Sinclair. Harvey Sinclair, who has represented Scotland at under 21 level, even though he was born in England. His mother is from Edinburgh, Scotland. Here he is. And that one will spin harmlessly through to Adam Grinwis. Good start from FC Tulsa, but they'll need to work Adam Grinwis a little bit harder, won't they?
Yeah, it's going to take a special effort. And really, FC Tulsa, they've had some shots on goal, but none to the effect that have really challenged the goalkeeper, and that's going to be the difference. And the more shots they take, and you know, it sounds simple, but I think just to build that confidence, if they can get some more clean looks in front of goal, it'll help them build into the attacking third a bit more than they did in the first half.
Rogovic towards Stojanovic. Good header from him this time. Now here's the busy Deleu. Deleu will try one from a long way out. Better from FC Tulsa, although there's disappointment from Harvey Sinclair, who said, if you just laid the ball into my feet there, I might have been in a better position. But it was a good header from that man there. We'll just have a look. Could he have fed it here? Look at Harvey Sinclair at the top of your shot, Anna.
I think you're right, Dave. I mean, St. Clair made the run, had space in front of him, opts for the long distance shot there. I think that's a clear opportunity missed for FC Tulsa, and those are those moments where you have to make the right decision because they don't come very often against a team like Charleston.
51st minute, 3-1. Charleston Battery lead. That was a score at half time. Rogovic. Ferry and Segbers challenge. Segbers wins that. Chested down by Aaron Malloy. Rogers through to the hard-working Deleu. Harvey Sinclair up to Stojanovic. Stojanovic, Rogers wanted it. He's now gone offside. Sinclair, Rogers got to be careful of the line. He's onside. Rogers, great ball into the box. One of the best balls you can see. It was just swinging in, no centre forward on the end of that one. Siegrist, low ball towards the back of the box. Malloy cuts it out. And now Ikaza can bring it away. But he's given it away. Diallo. Sinclair, who's grown into this game. Siegrist, good possession from FC Tulsa. If they can, as we said, get the next goal, it really is game on, and we could have a thrilling second half. Torres. Great ball, finds Nick Markanich, who in turn finds Segbers. Game has really opened up now. Malloy, who always seems to be present for his teammates to receive the ball. Allen, Dos Santos, they move it so well across the field. Here's Allen again, central, gets a 1-2 going. Tries to play in Dos Santos. Juan Torres wants another one on the night. So while he steps in, that one's going to roll away for Charleston Battery. Corner. FC Tulsa soaking up the pressure there. They will not want to concede this fourth goal this early on in the half. Thanks again for your company. If you haven't seen our half-time highlights and you haven't seen the first half, please get a view of Juan Torres's goal. An absolute stunning goal from pretty much the halfway line. Here's Malloy's corner into the box, flicked away wide. That goal was scored on 31 minutes. Markanich, on 41. After MD Myers had put the game first goal in on 9 minutes. Justin Portillo's penalty, the only goal for FC Tulsa on the night so far, on 37. So Janovic has won a couple of good balls in the air. Shalin has done well to get out of a tight spot there. Malloy finds Dos Santos. Good pressure from FC Tulsa. Deleu wins it back. Deleu with 3 white shirts around him. Ball ricochets out here to Rogers. Rogers, bit of pace here now from FC Tulsa. Sinclair goes round the back, wins a corner for FC Tulsa. Good response from the home side, Anna.
It was, and they can be really effective on corner kicks. Portillo with excellent delivery we've seen before. He'll have to execute that here as FC Tulsa needing a goal to give themselves some life here in the second half.
Here's the ball into the box, looking for Sawahi. Segrist will hit one. Sinclair. Deleu has to retreat. Rashid Tete. Sinclair cleverly works it to Portillo. Portillo down the right-hand side. Sinclair's continued his run. Here's Sinclair's ball into the box. Strong header away from Smith. But this is good play from FC Tulsa. Portillo. Smith again, this time volleys it away. Portillo fully involved. You alluded to it, Anna. He put in a couple of assists from corners, almost identical in the 3-3 draw with Phoenix Rising. So he knows where to put that ball, but I think Charleston Battery had done their homework as Sawahi was surrounded by white shirts.
I think if you're FC Tulsa, when you get in those moments, you know, Dave, we've talked about the decision making and how important that is, and Smith at center back these last couple of plays has been really effective as their back.
Here's Torres, will try one. He's not so good from further in, is he, Torres? I say tongue-in-cheek, of course. He just got underneath that one a bit, but yeah, to your point, yeah, that's right. Rogovin will take a goal kick, and we've got a substitution here, or 3, and FC Tulsa have taken Harvey Sinclair off. They brought in Milo Yosef. We all know what Milo Yosef can do. Also, Stojanovic, who's had a good start to the second half, comes out. Pacheco will come in a like-for-like swap, centre forward for centre forward. And also Ponce will come in for Rogers. So probably, I would say FC Tulsa, Anna, will go a little bit more attacking and maybe play Milo Yosef as more as a wing back and go 3 at the back. Well, certainly push Milo Yosef and Patrick Segrist in. Should we go that much?
No, I think you're right. And, you know, Milo Yosef likely coming in with a little bit of confidence here. Scored a great goal on Wednesday in the U.S. Open Cup. We talked about FC Tulsa having some more options off of the bench this season, so we'll see if they can bring some new energy.
Here's Ponce talking of energy. Gets fouled. Referee playing advantage. Doesn't want to bring it back. There's a sliding challenge in on Malloy. Dos Santos will go back to the keeper, who has to hurriedly left foot the ball away. Milo Yosef heads the ball infield here to Boubacar Diallo. It's a good game, this one. FC Tulsa dearly would love the next goal, and Charleston Battery fans will be saying, as Deleu's in behind the defence, Deleu onto his left foot, squares it, and Pacheco with his first touch since coming on as a sub from 8 yards out, doesn't get the body shape right and puts it wide. Really good play from Alex Deleu. Just look at his work here to open up the space.
He did so well, timed his run excellent, and Dave gets the cut in. It looks like in that moment he got his head up and just thought the angle was tight, but in that moment I think I'd be a bit selfish. I don't know if Deleu was ready for that pass, but either way had the time to take a touch or at least put his body in a position for that redirect on frame, and FC Tulsa with a missed opportunity there, well executed up to that final point.
Pacheco, to be fair, as Aaron Malloy has gone down with a head injury. Pacheco, to be fair, just come onto the field, but that's the life of a sub. You've got to be ready, and if you're an attacker, that might be his only chance that he gets in the game. It's tough on him, isn't it? But, you know, and looking back, maybe Deleu possibly could have had a shot himself.
That was my initial thought watching that play, but then when we saw the replay, it looked like Duluth did get his head up, and goalkeeper was in a good position, so maybe that warranted the decision to square it out a bit. But either way, FC Tulsa, with numbers, with momentum, with pace, have to put that one away. There's a stoppage here.
Yeah, Leyland Archer and Alex Sawahi have almost taken it upon their teams to talk to the referee. Aaron Malloy is okay. It was one of those that was an aerial challenge. There is Malloy. Looks like he got a bit of a bump to the back. No card being shown by the referee. There is Aaron Malloy from Dublin, Republic of England. He was in the Team of the Week 3, spent 2 seasons with Memphis before signing with Charleston Battery in December 2023. Played his college ball at Penn State. Now on halfway, Leyland Archer. Segrist with Markanich. Segbers. Pacheco beaten by Archer. FC Tulsa have got that ball back with Blaine Ferry. Good play from him. Portillo clever. Segrist clever. Pacheco. Now Portillo will switch. Milo Yosef. Diallo. Ponce with Allen. Ponce's got the better of that one. Tries to chip it through cleverly, but back goes Torres. 3-1 the score. We're playing the 61st minute. Yosef goes down. As the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Slight lull in the game. Throw in Dos Santos in no hurry. In fact, coach Mario Sanchez acting as ball boy there. Cushioned header down only as far as Malloy is recovered. Here's Segbers. Segbers driving forward towards the right-hand corner of the box. Plays a little 1-2. Can he pull the ball back? He certainly can. Out comes Rogovine, but it came off Ikaza, and it will be a goal kick. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. Rogovine clears then into the early evening sky here at One Oak Field. Here's Portillo taking over. Pacheco on the scurrying run, the man from Lisbon, Portugal. Early ball into the box, away by Smith. Back come FC Tulsa. Milo Yosef. Well, I'm not sure whether Milo Yosef got caught in two minds there, and a cross or a shot.
And FC Tulsa has had a few moments like this in the last 10 minutes or so where they've done well in those tight spaces to keep possession, work the ball from side to side, and then it's that final pass, that final cross that's letting them down in these moments right now, and that's something that they have to tighten up, because the more that they've had possession, these opportunities are coming, but it's that final piece they have to be more sharp on here in front of goal. Is great play here in the midfield from Diallo.
Yeah, really good tackle, and then he gets brought down, and the referee's going to have a card here. Aaron Malloy was shown the card. Good battle it was going on in there with the two number 6s. And it will be a free kick to FC Tulsa, and more importantly, Anna, Portillo on the ball, and a chance for FC Tulsa to get a few players forward as the line gets pushed up to the 18-yard line.
You can tell this home crowd is starting to believe a bit more here in the second half. FC Tulsa has had better opportunities in the attacking third, and this is one of those key moments from a set piece that can really make a difference.
Substitution for Ben Pearman and Charleston Battery. Juan Torres is coming off after scoring what could be the goal of the year. And on comes Diego Gutierrez. Waits to make his entrance there. But take about that man, number 80. It was an incredible goal. As I say again, if you've not seen it, please have a look at that one and make up your own mind. Outstanding piece of skill from pretty much just inside the FC Tulsa half, but it was pretty much half the pitch. Portillo, line is pushed up on the 18-yard line. A goal now for FC Tulsa would give us a thrilling last 25 minutes. Portillo it is, chipping the ball over the top. There's the ball into the box, and that's really good play from the reliable Graham Smith. Smith is tied before this game in the league for the most clearances and has played every minute this season for the black and yellow. Segrist, Blaine Ferry. Oh, was that a handball? No, says the referee. Leyland Archer gets lucky. Pacheco curls one over. Well, FC Tulsa are incensed, and I think we'll need to look at that again. It certainly looked like a hand to me. Pacheco has made a difference since coming on as a sub. Anna Beffa.
FC Tulsa fans, you can tell their reaction. We'll get another look here. Initial shot comes in. Comes off of the ankle first and then kind of rolls up. It's looking to see if that arm is in an unnatural position. It looked like he was trying to keep it close, but one could argue either way. Unfortunate from an FC Tulsa perspective. No call. They're back defending here.
As I always say, in this privileged position, I've seen them given. But I have to say, I go with the referee a little bit there. I think, to be fair to Leyland Archer, it came off his foot first. Pacheco slides in, throw in to the black and yellow, who after this game will be at home to Las Vegas Lights. FC Tulsa have 2 away games. There's a shot coming in which Rogerbean saves. They go to El Paso Locomotive FC and Birmingham Legion FC before entertaining Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC on Saturday, May the 11th here at One Oak Field, a team they've also drawn away in the US Open Cup next round. Here is Gutierrez. Almost into the path of Delu. Strong challenge coming in from Ponce. 67th minute here. MD Myers, good switch to Segbers. He's got the freedom of One Oak Field here. Segbers could try one. Step over, brings it back. Shot, save. And Allen with the shot just wide. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa is your place for fun and entertainment after the match. Enjoy a world-class casino experience with high-stakes tables and over 1,600 electronic games. Just 4 miles from One Oak Field, Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa. Flurry of action there in the 68th minute, Anna. FC Tulsa make the save and then a shot just wide.
Yeah, FC Tulsa initially getting sucked over to one side and then a good ball to switch the point of attack. Bit of a deflection off of the head there resulted in a nice save, and that final shot goes just wide.
Yeah, came off the back of Milo Yosef's head. It looked like from our position that Rogovin made the save. Justin Portillo, free kick down the right-hand side, looking for Milo Yosef. Clever ball back to Ponce. Ponce to Yosef, who's offside. Milo Yosef in his 2nd season with FC Tulsa. He's got more than 30 appearances under his belt. Only goal of this season was in the home opener, the away opener, I should say, First game in the 3-1 win in Vegas. Kaza stays on his feet with Youssef Academy. He's got rid of the shackles of Youssef, but he's played a ball too long. He's playing Ferry. Good turn from Ferry. Does really well to get round Chris Allen. And there's a ball driven down the right-hand side for Emilio Ponce. Ponce's up against Nate Dos Santos. He's pretty quick. Ferry, Ponce, all the substitutes have made an impact, you would say, for FC Tulsa. It's Ferry sliding in. Dos Santos gets the clearance. Clever ball now to Markanich, who's joint goal scorer in the league. Top goal scorer in the league with 7. Gutierrez. Markanich. Good tackle from Diallo. Wins it back for FC Tulsa. In the 70th minute. Chested down by Dos Santos again. FC Tulsa just can't find that front line at the moment. Here's Leyland Archer. Segbers. It's just overcooked and it'll go through to Joey Rogovin. Important phase of the game here, Anna. FC Tulsa probing. Need that next goal.
And you feel the sense of urgency from FC Tulsa. You said it earlier, Dave, and the substitutes came on and really brought a new energy. They've all made an impact, but as that clock continues to wind down, Charleston Battery will make sure they're taking their time and trying to slow the game down and limit FC Tulsa any opportunity to build a rhythm and build momentum here as the second half continues to develop. And you know, FC Tulsa's had more of their success when they've pressed as a unit and almost forced Charleston Battery to make a mistake, because from a defensive standpoint, Charleston Battery has been really, really sound, tough to break down. FC Tulsa's had a hard time holding the ball up front, but when they've pressed as a unit and forced mistakes, that's where they've had success. We'll get a substitution here in Nate Worth. And Dave, we know that a player like him can make a difference in helping keep that possession for the home team.
Yeah, Nate Worth, very impressive. 17-year-old, second season with FC Tulsa. Justin Portillo, the goal scorer tonight, takes a well-earned rest. And there's an injury. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. 72nd minute here at One Oak Field. Charleston Battery here with a free kick, the away side. Looking for their 4th goal in this match. That will be the 3rd time they've scored 4 goals. Rogovin comes out. There's a header over by MD Myers. Goal kick.
Good delivery in. FC Tulsa fortunate that wasn't on frame as Rogovin put the ball back in play. As FC Tulsa trying to build out of the back here, giving the ball away in the midfield.
Segbers. Chris Allen joins in. Markanich. Back to Allen. Allen chips the ball into the box. Gutierrez went towards it, but referee saying there was no offside. Goal kick then for Joey Rogovin in his 3rd start of the season. Didn't play in the first 2. Two number 11s clash there. Here's Nate Worth. Ponce. He's done well since he's come on, Ponce. Goes down, gets up, wins it back. Malloy will calm things down to Segbers. FC Tulsa working hard off the ball. Smith. Dos Santos to Smith. Now a loose ball here. Pacheco nearly there, but Allen steps in again with Malloy. Those two tidy a lot of things up. Be a free kick right on halfway. A little bit overzealous from Boubacar Diallo, who no doubt is a little bit frustrated. Ikaza it is down in a heap there. Free kick then for Nate Dos Santos, just over the halfway line. Thanks again for joining us here on ESPN Plus and also here locally on Cox Channel 3 and also Your View. Dave Saunders, Anna Beffer with you. Myers trying to go through to get his second. He wants a handball. Segrist comes away with the ball now. Chips the ball over the top. Keeper's come out and handles it outside of the area. And the official on the far side was level with that. I must admit, Anna, I'm absolutely staggered. That's not given us a handball outside the area.
Assistant referee must have been in a position to where we could not see, because from our angle it definitely looked like it was outside of the box, but nonetheless, play continues.
Tell you what, Grimwis did a very, very good, calm. Oh, no, it's inside the box. I don't know whether we can take another look at that because, yeah, let's have a look at this one. Referee only gets one view of it. Well, you don't want to criticise officials, but the only thing I would say is I looked across and the official was right in line with it as Pacheco takes a ball in the face and the referee will stop it there. So anyway, on we go. And it will be the referee just dropping the ball in favour of the side that had possession, and that is Charleston Battery. Lead this one by 3-1. They're looking for their 5th win. They're unbeaten in 7, and they certainly are the team that is in form. Here's Pacheco, quite get enough on that. Allen tidies up, back by Nate Worth, flicked on cleverly by Deleu. Pacheco, that hits Ponce in the face. It's that kind of night. And then down goes Diallo, central, 30 yards out. Some discussion there between Ikaza and Diallo. Well, Anna, do you have a go from here? It's a long way out, or do you dink it over the top and hope you can get in behind the defence?
This is a tough one because you're right, it's dead center. Segrist is actually out wide, out of shot right now, but FC Tulsa, 4 players across the top of the 18. I think this might be a chip, or just have players crash and follow up, but either way, have to find a way to execute here as FC Tulsa. The clock continues to tick, and this is a great opportunity.
Nate Worth it is with the responsibility. The 17-year-old comes up, strikes it right-footed into the wall, comes back to Blaine Ferry. Ferry's first touch wasn't the best, but he's got control of the football. By Nate Worth's own standards, that was a poor free kick. Here's Blaine Ferry. Charleston Battery sitting in very deep now. It's FC Tulsa who have to chase the game. 13 minutes to go. Ball into the box, out goes Grimwis. There's a clash between Grimwis and Deleu, and both of them felt that one. Just one of those challenges, no malicious intent from either player, and the referee will have to stop this one. The USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo network and ESPN Plus. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. And a break in play. It's important here that FC Tulsa keep going. 12 minutes to go here, and they're really trying to take it to this team, but it's very hard to break Charleston Battery down.
Yeah, it is. And, FC Tulsa has been up against a tough team, and we knew they would be, and we'll get a look here at some of the goals that have happened throughout this game as players get some attention on the field. But it started out, Myers really well, stayed composed, and Charleston Battery has just kept possession really well. The unbelievable goal we've talked about all night, possible candidate for goal of the year if you ask the Charleston Battery fans. But FC Tulsa's had their work cut out for them, able to get a goal back. Portillo did well. He had a really good game. Subbed out, FC Tulsa brought some new energy onto the field, but then Charleston Battery just continuing to find a way to extend the lead, and FC Tulsa in the second half has been able to find some life. They've had some really good moments, better delivery, but again, that final pass, that final shot has been lacking as play resumes here. Good to see both players up after a tough and sometimes scary collision, so good to see both of those players in good spirits.
Yeah, you never want any player to be injured. So, Gutierrez coming forward again, finds Allen on the edge of the box. Gutierrez continues his run across goal, hits Rogovine, somehow off the line, and Rogovine dives on the ball. Well, the Charleston Battery players thought the ball might have gone over the line. Ball rolled out to Nate Worth here. Nate Worth dispossessed. Ferry's in there. Malloy, who's just sitting a little bit deeper now, trying to see out the last 10 minutes and not get FC Tulsa a sniff of another goal. Here's Segrist back in there with MD Myers, wins it well. Tete drives it towards Pacheco. Pacheco's with Leyland Archer. Pacheco and Archer, and the referee's gone with the defender there. Good defending from Leyland Archer, the experienced 28-year-old Trinidad and Tobago defender. 10 minutes. Well, we're used to late drama here at One Oak Field, certainly in terms of the last few seasons. Can FC Tulsa get the next goal? Archer then driving towards the FC Tulsa back line. Sawahi's there with MD Myers. Myers has not been able to keep that one in. Arvis Bank is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Arvis Bank is pleased to offer an FC Tulsa affinity card. Get yours today at arvis.com/style. And there's the ball that went across goal, and there's Rogovine in the end, just glad to dive on that one. FC Tulsa come forward again with the hard-working Alex Deleu. Steps in field. Deleu, intelligent ball here to Ferry. Ferry to Segrist. Segrist, decent ball needed. In it goes, and it's going to be a corner for FC Tulsa, courtesy of Leyland and Segba's right legs. Nate Worth has the responsibility, of course, with Justin Portillo being off the field. FC Tulsa have got 7 players in and around the D. 8 now if you include Segrist. Nate Worth then on as a second half substitute. The young man here with the responsibility holds the left arm aloft, curls it in right-footed towards the penalty spot. There's no black shirt there. Graham Smith, free header away. Here's Segrist. Intelligent ball, chips it over the top to the right-hand side. FC Tulsa probing. Deleu running into trouble, and Allen it is who clears up to Gutierrez. Gutierrez with Diallo. Diallo sticking to his task, and then in the end down goes Gutierrez, and it will be a free kick. Gutierrez, I think, wanting a yellow card shown to Diallo for bringing him down. Referee more interested in pacing out the 10 yards, and then he produces the yellow card to Boubacar Diallo. FC Tulsa with some defending to do here with 7.5 minutes of the 90 left here at One Oak Field. 3-1 it is to Charleston Battery. That was the score at half time. It's been a real battle in this second half. Free kick from the Charleston Battery left. Everybody back inside the area for FC Tulsa as they try to defend this one. It goes to the back post. Segrist is there to head out. It's going to be a corner for Charleston Battery here late on. Cross goes Aaron Malloy.
Now from a Charleston Battery perspective, you've seen them manage this game well. They've stayed sound defensively in the second half and taking their time here on these corners, on throw-ins, just trying to see this game out.
Aaron Malloy, his father Trevor, played professional in England and Ireland as well. Here is the Irishman into the box, headed away by Sawahi, stabbed away by Deleu's, got to chase his own ball forward. Segbers is there. Here's Allen. Allen will go to Malloy. Malloy with time and space to drive a ball into the box. There's a flick header and a goal. It's a beautiful ball into the box from Aaron Malloy. And the goal is MD Myers, his second of the night. And with just 6 minutes to go of the 90, you feel that's it. It's FC Tulsa 1, Charleston Battery 4.
Charleston Battery likely sealing the deal here at One Oak Field, but the delivery in was outstanding. It had the pace on it to where it gave Myers that run in. All he had to do was redirect and deflect that ball back on frame. He made that look easy, but didn't give much time for a reaction there from the goalkeeper. Great goal here late in this game, extends their lead. And FC Tulsa, not much time left here to get themselves back in this one.
Aaron Malloy's first assist of the season and the third time that Charleston Battery has scored 4 goals. Pacheco's ball into the box spins nicely into the gloves of Adam Grinwis, who's only been beaten tonight by a Justin Portillo penalty. FC Tulsa, nobody can criticise their work rate and the substitutions. But you just feel that one has really taken the wind out of the sails, and are obviously late on to have a gap of 3 goals now against a quality side like Charleston Battery is a real uphill challenge. Here's Segrist putting it into the box. Dos Santos misses it. Deleu, who's worked hard, is still there. Gutierrez will tidy up deep in his own half, but it's a throw to FC Tulsa. Malo Yosef wants to take it quickly. Finds Nate Worth. Nate Worth's given it away. So's Markanich. Segrist stabbing it forward. It's going to come out here, and there's going to be a shot from a long way out, and that kind of sums up a little bit some of FC Tulsa's night. Boubacar Diallo there with a wild shot, and there's going to be a substitution for FC Tulsa and 2 for Charleston Battery. And coming off is Blaine Ferry. And also MD Myers, who's got a couple of goals. Number 66 in your shot there is Sanchez. Sebastian Sanchez to play the last few minutes here with FC Tulsa really chasing the game here. 3 minutes to go of the 90. Forward they come. Robbie Crawford it was who came on, number 19. Ball down the right-hand side. Robbie Crawford in his 5th season with the black and yellow, originally from Greenock in Scotland. Graham Smith in conversation with coach Mario Sanchez. Two more substitutions going to be made, as you can see. You'll see the introduction of one Sebastian Palmer wearing 23. Here's Ponce over the top, scurrying run. Out comes Smith and Grinwis, but it's going to be a throw into FC Tulsa. Deleu takes it quickly to Yosef. Yosef felt he was fouled. In fact, the referee's gone with the foul. And now we're going to see those substitutions for Charleston Battery, and on will come one Sebastian Palmer. And off will go Nick Markanich, who's had a very fine game. Got himself a goal and becomes the joint goal scorer in the league. And also Josh Drack is going to come on. Drack will replace Emilio Icaza. So late substitutions. Free kick, Nate Worth, wide on the right-hand side. Can FC Tulsa get themselves a goal here? Line pushed up to the 18-yard line. Nate Worth's ball into the box. It's volleyed away by Leyland Archer. Now Nate Worth has to clash with Diego Gutierrez. He's striding forward. He wants 5. Gutierrez onto his right foot, past Rogovin's right-hand post, and it stays at 4-1. And the game in its dying embers here. No lack of effort from FC Tulsa, but it's a mounted decline now, Anna.
Yeah, FC Tulsa continuing to push despite the scoreline and the time left, but you know, the Battery undefeated through the first 7 matches of the USL Championship season, which coming into this game, and that matched their mark for the 2023 team. So if they hang on to this win, it would surpass last year's feat. It'll be 8 games undefeated so far in the season, and we can see why with the display that they've had. Some really good goals, excellent possession, really quality side.
Free kick, Robbie Crawford on Nate Worth. 4 minutes to be added on then at the end of this one. Malo Yosef wins out that challenge. Ponce, the hard-working Delou back across goal, and Malloy will play it back to his goalkeeper. I say play it back, it wasn't a deliberate pass back, so the goalkeeper's allowed to pick it up. Palmer. Malloy has had another steady game in the midfield, picks out his left back colleague Nate Dos Santos. Crawford to Smith. Malloy, ever present, ever available. Segbers. Drack. Good possession being kept here by Charleston Battery. FC Tulsa having a chase. Now Segrist steps in. Sanchez. Ponce. Clever play. Dos Santos will volley away. FC Tulsa have kept going. They kept probing, Anna, and there will be positives for Coach Mario Sanchez to take out of this game.
There's definitely takeaways from this game, and I mean, even from some of the players that we've seen come off the bench have had some good gritty performances. Obviously not the result that they would have liked today, but much better second half than in the first half. They had moments getting in behind, having opportunities in front of goal, but they just weren't able to execute. And those are the times when you play teams like the Charleston Batteries, like the Lou Cities. When those moments come, you have to make the right decision, because they don't come often. And FC Tulsa has had a tough schedule early on in the season. Sac Republic on the road, Orange County on the road, Charleston Battery here at home. So they've had an opportunity to see where they've been exposed and to see the areas that they need to work on. And Mario Sanchez will probably use this as a positive, because early on in the season, they've seen what they need to work on. And there's so much time and games left to play in the season where their goals are well within reach. If they can take the positives from these games and continue to build on them.
And talking to Coach Mario Sanchez, he made a good point. He said, look, I put this squad together. He said, I'm getting to know them, they're getting to know me. It takes time. You can't just put players in and just expect them to gel straight away. So, but as we've said many times, Anna, there is no easy game, is there? Right? Every game is going to be tough. But certainly pay a bit of credit to Charleston Battery. They, as we've said, they're now 8 unbeaten, 5 wins, 3 draws, and that's an impressive start to their campaign. Here's Malloy. one of the big reasons for their success. Segrist with a good challenge though, wins it back. Here's Deleu threading it through. I say that, but Smith is an outstanding central defender. Pacheco with some Portuguese skill. Jake LaCava involved up there, wearing 7. Gutierrez does well on the left-hand side, then he goes down, and the referee is going to go for a card for Milo Joseph with a slightly late challenge, which has left Gutierrez in a bit of a heap on the touchline. Ben Pearman looking very relaxed, just behind his injured player there. Milo Joseph, the Werder Bremen fan. He's spent some youth time in Germany. He was born in Germany, spent some youth time at Borussia Mönchengladbach, and I said to him, well, you must be a Borussia Mönchengladbach fan. He said, no, Werder Bremen. So his side in the Bundesliga have had a bit of a mixed season. And the referee says that that will be the end of the game. Grinwis gives the FC Tulsa fans a bit of an applause, and Annabeth, you have to say FC Tulsa have tried hard, but they've been second best today because they're up against a very good team.
Have to give credit to Charleston Battery. They came in looking organized, executed well in front of goal, came in, got the 3 points on the road. Again, they've had such an impressive start to the season, obviously undefeated through 8 games, but getting points on the road, which is tough to do no matter what league you're in, and they've been able to do it. And FC Tulsa had some positive moments, but outpossessed, outshot, and ultimately came up a bit short today. But some positive takeaways from today. Have some young players as well that can bring life as the season continues to develop.
Really nice moment there. You can just see Nate Worth carrying a white shirt there. He went straight up to Aaron Malloy as if to say, I respect you so much, I want to swap shirts with you. That's a really nice moment. I'll tell you what, Anna, let's take a short break. We've got to see that wonderful goal again from Torres. We'll wrap this one up after the break with our highlights. It's finished here. FC Tulsa 1, Charleston Battery 4.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse. Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going. I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Lincoln. We understand the value of time and have designed a sales and service experience with that in mind. From a fully online buying experience that will take you from start to finish on the vehicle purchase, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service where we'll bring the loaner to you. We have many clients who have never been to our dealership, keeping them at home to take care of the things that really matter. So come experience the new luxury, effortless luxury at Bill Knight Lincoln, 41st and Memorial and BillKnightLincoln.com.
Yeah, welcome back in for the last time here to One Oak Field. You can see the players going down to their locker rooms, and we've seen 5 goals tonight, so let's get into the highlights. And Anna, it all started on 9 minutes with MD Myers.
We knew coming into this game that Charleston Battery has had an outstanding start to the season, and Myers helped them have a great start to this game, calm finish there, and then we talked about it all evening, and how can you not? Just an outstanding finish from Torres, the class and technical ability to make that happen. And then FC Tulsa able to get one back with Portillo Day, but they just had a tall mountain to climb here with the quality from Charleston Battery.
They did. Got back to 2-1 on 37, but then Markanich here with a tap in, and he goes to 7 for the season. That was the halftime score, 3-1.
And then FC Tulsa, we knew coming back in the second half, they had to bring some energy, and they had their moments. They were able to get on set pieces. They tried to have better delivery on the wings, but it was just not the final finish. And then controversial call here. Goalkeeper comes out. Was he outside the box? Was he not? Assistant referee in a position. Ultimately, no call. And then a good save on the goal line. FC Tulsa continued to fight throughout the game. They defended well. They continued with grit, but ultimately fell short tonight, Dave, against a really quality opponent. And then the last goal here from Myers to seal the deal here at One Oak Field.
Yeah, MD Myers with his second of the night gives us that score you can see on the caption there, 4-1. And a well-deserved victory for Charleston Battery, backed up here, I think, by the stats, Anna.
And from a possession perspective, Charleston Battery started this game really strong. FC Tulsa found their way back in. They started having more spells of possession, but the story here, the shots from Charleston Battery, 19 shots, 6 of those on target, 4 of those went in the back of the goal. And I think that's what makes a team like Charleston so successful, is when you have the moments in front of goal, you took advantage. From an FC Tulsa perspective, Dave, they had some moments, but the decision making was lacking. That final pass, that final shot, and really even the final look might not have been correct. And when you come against a team like Charleston Battery, it's so important that you have to make the right decision, because they don't come often. It was, 15 fouls, 14 fouls for either side. It was a competitive game between the two, but Charleston Battery was the better team this afternoon.
They were, and they've won it by 4-1. Let's have a look at where FC Tulsa will go next. As we said, Anna, there's no easy game, although you would say that El Paso Locomotive have had a difficult start to their season, but 2 away games before FC Tulsa come back on May the 11th for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and then back at Tampa Bay Rowdies, home again the 24th versus Oakland Roots. And we alluded to the schedule that FC Tulsa's had to start this season has really been tough, but it takes one game at a time to get themselves back on the right track. Mario Sanchez has a good culture. He's building something new here at FC Tulsa, and a slate of games to really change the narrative here for the start of their season. 5
wins and 3 draws for Charleston Battery, and they will play Las Vegas Lights at home. And they've got Hartford Athletic. The US Open Cup will be played also against South Georgia Tormenta, and then Birmingham Legion FC and El Paso Locomotive FC to finish out their May. They would also go to Monterey Bay on the 29th. So they have got certainly setting the standards here in the USL. FC Tulsa have gone down by 4-1. Anna Befford, coach needs to sit down with the players. It is early season. They've only put it into perspective, they've only lost twice this season. So, lots of good things, as we said, for coach to take from this game and to know about his squad.
Absolutely, and some players tonight got some quality minutes. I liked what I saw from Ponte, Diallo. Some of those players are still growing into this FC Tulsa team. Philip Goodram struggling with an injury, so they're still trying to find that rhythm, but it will absolutely come. Mario Sanchez will let them know there were positives to take away, but again, exposed in some areas, but early on in the season gives them an opportunity to fix it and look ahead towards their next game.
Anna, thanks so much for your company here tonight and your expertise as you analyse this game with me, Dave Saunders. Thank you to our wonderful production team, bringing you all the sights and sounds here from One Oak Field, and most importantly, thank you to you for tuning in here on ESPN Plus, Cox Channel 3 locally, and also Your View. We enjoy your company. We'll see you next time. Alas, FC Tulsa go away with nothing tonight. They go down by 4-1. Congratulations to Charleston Battery.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
Caught late, play on, says the referee. There's a one-on-one chance for the opening goal, and it is the opening goal. And it's MD Myers who gets it. It could have been a foul, but the referee let it go on. And MD Myers scores his 4th goal. Caught late, play on, says the referee. There's a one-on-one chance for the opening goal, and it is the opening goal. And it's MD Myers who gets it. It could have been a foul, but the referee let it go on. And MD Myers scores his 4th goal. From Den Bosch. As we said, he got the save of the week, 40% of the vote in the USL poll for that save against Sac Republic, which turned out to be a really important save in the final result of the game. 1-0 to Charleston Battery in this one. Chance for FC Tulsa, shot, and it's sliced wide. It'll go away for a goal kick. Crowd quiet and are waiting for FC Tulsa really to click into gear, but it's difficult, as we keep alluding to, that they're up against a very well organised side who keep things simple, and it's hard for them to get any flow going here.
It is, and it's still early in this matchup. I mean, obviously going down 1-0 early on in this matchup changes the dynamic. FC Tulsa having to chase the game a bit, but they'll work themselves back into it. And, you know, Mario Sanchez is confident in his side. He said he continues to just learn more about his...
From Den Bosch. As we said, he got the save of the week, 40% of the vote in the USL poll for that save against Sac Republic, which turned out to be a really important save in the final result of the game. 1-0 to Charleston Battery in this one. Chance for FC Tulsa, shot. And it's sliced wide. It'll go away for a goal kick. Crowd quiet and are waiting for FC Tulsa really to click into gear, but it's difficult, as we keep alluding to, that they're up against a very well-organised side who keep things simple, and it's hard for them to get any flow going here.
It is, and it's still early in this matchup. I mean, obviously going down 1-0 early on in this matchup changes the dynamic. FC Tulsa having to chase the game a bit, but they'll work themselves back into it. And, you know, Mario Sanchez is confident in his side. He said he continues to just learn more about his... Day that call might have been different.
Now Malloy's stolen it away here for Charleston Battery. Plays a good ball here to Myers. Myers wants a second on the night, but that's a very fine tackle. And a
day that call might have been different.
Now Malloy's stolen it away here for Charleston Battery. Plays a good ball here to Myers. Myers wants a second on the night, but that's a very fine tackle. And a Charleston Battery plays a good ball here to Myers. Myers wants a second on the night, but that's a very fine tackle. And a very fine piece of goalkeeping to keep it in. The tackle from Tete. Charleston Battery plays a good ball here to Myers. Myers wants a second on the night, but that's a very fine tackle. And a very fine piece of goalkeeping to keep it in. The tackle from Tete. Yet to be beaten. Chris Allen finding Torres. Torres from a long, long way out. Oh, that is an unbelievable goal from nearly the halfway line. You don't see that very often. Take a bow, Juan Torres. That is an unbelievable goal, and it means we have a score of FC Tulsa 0, Charleston. Yet to be beaten. Chris Allen finding Torres. Torres from a long, long way out. Oh, that is an unbelievable goal from nearly the halfway line. You don't see that very often. Take a bow, Juan Torres. That is an unbelievable goal, and it means we have a score of FC Tulsa 0, Charleston. Leave it for Patrick Segrist. 2-0 the score to Charleston Battery. Now chance here. Harvey Sinclair's in the box, he goes down and the referee points to the spot. There's a way back for FC Tulsa here. Harvey Sinclair goes into the area. He was certainly pushed over by two. There aren't too many protests. Smith is saying no to the referee, but I don't see any other protests. Let's have a look at the replay, Anna.
FC Tulsa players just have to get into the mix, get into the box, good things will happen. St. Clair with a good first touch initially. From this angle, it looks like there was some contact, but ball was on the other side. One of those moments where a referee was in a position, made the call confidently, and I think you're right, Dave, there were some protests, but not a ton. But either way, St. Clair up and FC Tulsa with a chance here to cut the deficit.
The responsibility goes to Justin Portillo. Leave it for Patrick Segrist. 2-0 the score to Charleston Battery. Now chance here. Harvey Sinclair's in the box, he goes down and the referee points to the spot. There's a way back for FC Tulsa here. Harvey Sinclair goes into the area. He was certainly pushed over by two. There aren't too many protests. Smith is saying no to the referee, but I don't see any other protests. Let's have a look at the replay, Anna.
FC Tulsa players just have to get into the mix, get into the box, good things will happen. St. Clair with a good first touch initially. From this angle, it looks like there was some contact, but ball was on the other side. One of those moments where a referee was in a position, made the call confidently, and I think you're right, Dave, there were some protests, but not a ton. But either way, St. Clair up and FC Tulsa with a chance here to cut the deficit.
The responsibility goes to Justin Portillo. Portillo and scores, and FC Tulsa have got a lifeline back into this game. With 9 minutes to go to half-time, Portillo from the spot. Portillo and scores, and FC Tulsa have got a lifeline back into this game. With 9 minutes to go to half-time, Portillo from the spot. Forward they come again. That's the ball slipped through. Myers just has hit the post, and there's a tap in for Markanich. And just like that, Forward they come again. That's the ball slipped through. Myers just has hit the post, and there's a tap in for Markanich. And just like that. Saying as Delu's in behind the defensive. Delu onto his left foot, squares it, and Pacheco with his first touch since coming on as a sub from 8 yards out, doesn't get the body shape right and puts it wide. Really good play from Alex Delu. Just look at his work here to open up the space.
He did so well, timed his run, excellent, and Dave gets the cut in. It looks like in that moment he got his head up and just thought the angle was tight, but in that moment, I think I'd be a bit selfish. I don't know if Delu was ready for that pass, but either way, had the time to take a touch or at least put his body in a position for that redirect on frame, and FC Tulsa with a missed opportunity there, well executed up to that final point.
Pacheco, to be fair, as Aaron Aloya's gone down with a head injury. Pacheco, to be fair, just come onto the field, but that's the life of a sub. You've got to be ready, and if you're an attacker, that might be his only chance that he gets in the game. It's tough on him, isn't it? But saying as Delu's in behind the defensive. Delu onto his left foot, squares it, and Pacheco with his first touch since coming on as a sub from 8 yards out, doesn't get the body shape right and puts it wide. Really good play from Alex Delu. Just look at his work here to open up the space.
He did so well, timed his run, excellent, and Dave gets the cut in. It looks like in that moment he got his head up and just thought the angle was tight, but in that moment, I think I'd be a bit selfish. I don't know if Delu was ready for that pass, but either way, had the time to take a touch or at least put his body in a position for that redirect on frame, and FC Tulsa with a missed opportunity there, well executed up to that final point.
Pacheco, to be fair, as Aaron Aloya's gone down with a head injury. Pacheco, to be fair, just come onto the field, but that's the life of a sub. You've got to be ready, and if you're an attacker, that might be his only chance that he gets in the game. It's tough on him, isn't it? But
more sharp on here in front of goal is great play here in the midfield from Diallo.
Yeah, really good tackle, and then he gets brought down, and the referee's going to have a card here. Aaron Malloy was shown the card. Good battle it was going on in there with the tune-up.
Sharp on here in front of goal is great play here in the midfield from Diallo.
Yeah, really good tackle, and then he gets brought down, and the referee's going to have a card here. Aaron Malloy was shown the card. Good battle it was going on in there with the tune-up. Here it is, chipping the ball over the top. There's the ball into the box, and that's really good play from the reliable Graham Smith. Here it is, chipping the ball over the top. There's the ball into the box, and that's really good play from the reliable Graham Smith. Chips the ball over the top. Keeper's come out and handles it outside of the area, and the official on the chips the ball over the top. Keeper's come out and handles it outside of the area, and the official on the Allen on the edge of the box. Gutierrez continues his run across goal, hits Rogovine, somehow off the line, and Rogovine dives on the ball. Well, the Charleston Battery players thought the ball might have gone over the line. Allen on the edge of the box. Gutierrez continues his run across goal, hits Rogovine, somehow off the line, and Rogovine dives on the ball. Well, the Charleston Battery players thought the ball might have gone over the line. Here's Allen. Allen will go to Malloy. Malloy with time and space to drive a ball into the box. There's a flicked header and a goal. It's a beautiful ball into the box. Here's Allen. Allen will go to Malloy. Malloy with time and space to drive a ball into the box. There's a flicked header and a goal. It's a beautiful ball into the box. Jake LaCava involved up there, wearing 7. Gutierrez does well on the left-hand side, then he goes down, and the referee is going to go for a card for Milo Yosef with a slightly late challenge, which has left Jake LaCava involved up there, wearing 7. Gutierrez does well on the left-hand side, then he goes down, and the referee is going to go for a card for Milo Yosef with a slightly late challenge, which has left